Hello you guys. Oh, I've got a mint in my mouth just in case you're like, well, what's there? What can you see? I've had such a lovely morning. I had a coffee with my friend who's leaving the country for a while-ish. Not quite sure. Hopefully she'll be back in December, but we just had like one last coffee, which was really lovely. And then I am now at Two Rivers because I want to go and get a band. I was looking at my workouts. I think it's next week, and one of them has pull-ups. Ooh, I'm so excited. And there's like progressions and all of that, and I'm not sure. I mean, I don't even know if that's if the band I wanted to get is the right band for it, but I also want it for stretching and just workout stuff. So I'm at Two Rivers and I'm going to go into Decathlon to get that band, but I'm also thinking that maybe we should go quickly into Orca Decor. I'm just really worried that I might end up buying everything. I mean, I won't because I can't, because I'm being very focused when it comes to my spending, and I've got like serious goals that I don't want to get distracted. But I thought it doesn't hurt to go inside, and if I put like, you know, I don't need anything, so I'm not going to buy anything, but maybe we could just go, and hopefully they don't mind me filming, because I just want to show you guys some of the things that are in there that are interesting, that caught my attention the last time I was there. Right, so Decathlon, first stop, second stop, Orca Decor, but very quickly, because I have to go back home and get some editing done, and get some emails out, so I can't spend too much time at Two Rivers. And then, is there anything else that's interesting happening today? Nothing. Oh yeah, the other thing that I was considering getting, all the juicy stuff is on this channel, is manure. And I thought, because I know somewhere where I can get it on the way, on the road, on a road that's not too far from here, on Red Hill Road. Yeah, I think I might just actually go and get, oh, but since I'm here, maybe I should also pass by Plants Galore. Oh, this is how I get distracted. Anyway, we'll see if we end up getting something from Plants Galore, but if not, no, I think I'll definitely pass by there just to speak to them about my peace lily, see what else they have there, and see if there's anything, what they think about my manure idea, and then maybe get the manure on the way home. But yeah, that's the plan for the day. So this is what I wanted to get, these bands, and I don't know whether to go for the orange one or this yellow one. I feel like the yellow one feels like a really good, I think I might do the yellow. This might be the thing that just pushes me even more. This. I've also gone for wrist support because my right wrist hurts so much whenever I do certain movements, like push press or anything that I kind of have to hold the bar like this or hold my weight. So hopefully this will work. So these two. Alright, that was the most stealthy vlogging I've ever done. I didn't even use my camera, I just used my phone. I didn't even talk through it because I was just like, I don't want to be stopped, but I just want to talk about the items, and I'm not being shady at all, although it probably looked shady. But yeah, so I got the band and the wrist support. I then went to Orca Decor, and as you can tell, I'm now at Plants Galore, which I didn't think I would enjoy this as much as I do now. 4 months later after having bought, let me see where I can get more light. I'm actually kneeling on the floor, but that's because I want to show you something. But after I was here 4 months ago. I think I got my plants in April. So April, September, probably not 4 months, probably more. And of all the times I've ever visited Plants Galore, I can't explain how much more exciting it is now, knowing that I know a little bit more about plants and have taken care of my plant. I was trying to talk to the person who runs this place just to understand what do I do about my peace lily, because it's the only one that's just not looking too great. And luckily even he was like, yeah, mine doesn't look that great either. Trying to move out of the way so that I don't film anyone. But he also said even his has a little bit of that, like the tips are a little bit dark, like browning, you know, the issue that I have with my peace lily. And so he's just given me some tips. Just try adding some bone meal, which I actually got from here, and it's really inexpensive in case you're looking for that. And try cutting off the tips, the blackened tips, just like snip those off, not all of them, but just some of the plants, and just monitor how that works and then see. So that's what I'm gonna do. But whilst I was here, I've seen a plant that's so beautiful. That's what I was kneeling next to, and I just want to turn the camera around and we can fall in love with this plant together because it is stunning. So beautiful. Look at this. Oh my goodness, have you seen anything more striking? I mean, you probably have in your life, but I can't tell you what this looks like. It looks like it's been painted, hand painted. Let me just, look at that. It looks like someone went in with a brush, a paintbrush, and just got, it's so beautiful. And the fact that it's just all these different shades, I think this might come home with me. I think this might be my little, like, good job, Sharon. You've kept all those plants alive for this long. You're really committed. You deserve. I think I might do that. And then I don't know what I'm going to place it in because I don't have a pot, and I'm not sure I want to buy one at this point in time. I just want to, like, minimize my spending at this point. So I think I might just grab this. Oh, it's so beautiful. And so begins that, like, wormhole where you're like, I'm not gonna buy anything, I'm not gonna buy anything. I'm gonna just buy a plant. Now that we've bought a plant, let me just buy a base for the plant. Actually, now that we have a base for the plant, since I didn't buy a ceramic pot for the plant, let me get a basket for the said plant. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. And of course I've come to Meddy's baskets. I'm gonna link her in the description box. I'll put her number there in case anyone's looking, but she's on Red Hill Road. And I was just speaking to, first of all, that's Meddy in the background. Hi, Meddy. And bottle baskets. Yeah. She's I have so much love for Meddy. But what I've just also learned is that here is also hers. So that one there is also hers. Just in case you're on the hunt, I would say this is the place to go. I believe she was the first person to set up here. And I hope you can hear me because it's quite loud. But I believe she was the first person to set up here. And then a couple others started. But I'm so excited because I came in and I was like, and she said, oh, you know that one's mine too. And I was like, what? If you had never told me, I would never have stepped in because I just feel so loyal to her. And I just know that anyone who's come here after seeing my videos or my posts, like, you've gone towards contributing to her being able to just support her family, because that's what this does. I know it's so loud, but that's what she's able to do with this business, support her family. So thank you to anyone who comes and, like, just shows up for Meddy, but also good for you because she's got great products, and I know they're gonna find beautiful homes in your home and just, like, add to whatever flair and flavor that you're into. But enough chit chat. I'm actually gonna head over to the other side because I think that the profile of the baskets on that side are better suited for my new plant. So I'm gonna cross over and see what's on that side. But also just remind me never again. It's like once you step out of the house, you just start spending. Okay. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, we're home. We are home. Let me start off by actually showing you what it is I am wearing. I recently purchased this bodysuit from Vivo. It was on sale, which y'all know I love the word sale, and I don't have a lot of pink items in my closet, but I just loved the bright color. I paired it with my Veranova jeans that I got from, what is it again? Little Red. And this is my outfit of the day. Let me move you further back so that we can talk about my little baby, my new little baby. She is adorable. Now, I don't know if this is, I'm gonna have to take her out of this for a second, because as you can see, the pot is a little too, no, the basket is a little, oh God, what have I done? What have I done? Okay, so, here's my baby. I feel like I need to revisit that basket. Again, this is the one I chose from Meddy's basket. Meddy is her name, her actual name. And just, I don't know if you could hear everything I was saying on that road, because there were lots of trucks going by and bikes, and it was quite loud. But what I was just trying to say is, I remember going to her shop years ago now, and the first couple of times I kind of went and I really liked it, and then at some point I was like, oh, can I put up stories but also share your number? Because the few times I'd gone, I had put up stories, but I was trying to figure out how best to like share her number so that people would, because I would get a lot of questions like, oh, but like where exactly is she on Red Hill Road and blah blah blah. So when I did put up her number, I kind of explained that I'm on social media, but the next time I saw her, she was like, wait a second, Sharon, I just want to say thank you, because you've no idea how big a push this gave me at a time that I really needed it, and how I was able to support my family. And I just want to share that, because ultimately it's you and whoever then just went and purchased or stopped by to take a look or called to inquire, whatever it is. And it's just moments like those that I feel really grateful to do what I do. And I kind of just, I'm like, well, it feels good. It just makes it feel like, you know, it's not just, this plant is cute, wow, you know, but it's, you know, hopefully people's lives in whichever small way are impacted in a positive way. And that's why I just feel so, I have a special spot for Meddy, and I just want to say, just go check her out, because she's got like now 2 shops. She's got it on the other side of the road. I didn't know that was hers, and I've driven past there so many times, but it's been a while since I got a basket, because I feel like I'm basketed out. In fact, the others I have from her are just here and empty, because all my pots are out on display. I'm no longer putting them in baskets. But because this beauty, what is, oh, first I need to actually just, you know what, give me a second and then I'll be right back. Actually, have I ever shown you guys my laptop bag? I got it from, what is the brand name? Monoprix, which is a French store, and I just love that. I don't know what this is supposed to be, but it kind of makes me think of cactus, and I think it's because of the other pattern that's stitched on top, but I just love those colors so much. Sorry, needed to get some work out of the way, but I was just saying, also I need to give you some updates on 1, the wallet, and 2, the pillows. But I was just saying, the name of the plant, of this beautiful plant, is Philodendron Birkin. And apparently there's like so many kinds of philodendron out there. I was gonna try and remember some of the ones that he pointed out. I think Monstera was one of the ones that he said. I hope I've pronounced that right. I don't know a lot of my plants, but I'm learning slowly. But it's just the colors on this that are so beautiful. And there are all these little leaves that are coming out, and I'm just so proud of it doing so well. He did say that I might have to repot it in like maybe 6 months or so, once the bottom starts to get a little crowded, which It is on, you know, like one side, it does look a little bit more crowded than the other. And there are some leaves that I think I might just snip off, because you can see like that one doesn't look too happy. But as for just that beauty, oh, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I almost feel like I would take inspiration from this color palette to find the right shade of green, because I just, the more sometimes when I look at this, I'm like, I don't think it's the shade of green. I don't think it's quite the right shade of green. But anyway, I got this basket, which, given how long it took me to take it out of this, it's just making me feel uncomfortable. Like, I don't want it to feel squeezed. It also isn't the right size, and I did actually suggest like folding it just so that it kind of fits better, because all of the baskets are a little too long, and some of the ones that did fit right, I just didn't like the colors as much. But by folding it, I do kind of lose the shape of the basket a little. But I'm just gonna play with this, massage it, talk to it nice until we get it just right. Yeah, so the thing I'm actually going to do now is I'm going to try and get my bone meal, and it's something that I've actually not put on my plants. I don't think the last 2 months I've done. So I'm going to do it now and then repeat again at the start of November, and just give it about 5 weeks before I wait. But another tip that I got from the owner there was to, once I put just a pinch of it, which also I'll say it's quite inexpensive from Plants Galore, and it's a lot, so it's going to last you like a long time. Once I put a pinch of it, I need to like kind of work it into the soil a little. So I'm going to use one of my new tools that I got from Amazon and do that. But before I go, I just want to give you an update on the wallet. Remember the one I got from LCYTC? No, Miniso. I love this size so much. I love it a lot. I actually think this is a size that I would go for when I do actually treat myself to a nicer wallet. Hopefully not soon, but like in the future. And then the other update I wanted to give you was on the pillows. Now, are the pillows nice? They are, but I don't think they're actually as nice as my, oh my god, I can't believe I've forgotten the brand. I've forgotten the brand. Is it? Just give me a second. I want to say Superfoam. Yes, I believe it is Superfoam. Yeah, it is. So when I got my mattress from Superfoam, the one that's in the guest room that I love so much, I also got 2 memory foam pillows. First time I tried them, I wasn't the biggest fan. I just was like, oh, wow, it's really soft, but I'm not sure that's the kind of, it's quite right. But the combo I have of the memory foam with a regular pillow underneath and just like angled at a certain angle is the perfect, like the perfect softness. And I don't know if I would, well, clearly I wouldn't, because I after the first night, I found myself going back to my memory foam kind of duo combo situation. But they're good pillows, but that's not it. That's not the pillow that I would, you know, just break an arm and a leg trying to get in my home. It's not quite it. So yeah, I just wanted to give you an update on that, just in case you were thinking of purchasing. I mean, they're good, but they're not, it's not it, not for me at least. Great, so what I'm going to do now is a bit of an odd thing, but whilst I was in Art Cafe in the morning, I was editing one of my videos, and I realized that there's this clip that I shot months ago from a really special place, and I don't want it to just like be abandoned. I want it to live somewhere on here. It is from a visit that Patricia and I made to the library at Makadara, and I believe it was like either started by the Macmillan family, or is it connected to it at all? I'm not entirely sure. But it is one of the Bookbunk projects. And I mean, you guys know that I love books. I like it. I have a really special connection with books. They do something to my spirit that I can't quite express here. And so being in that library and just seeing what those two women have done, the women behind Bookbunk, and I will link them down below just so that you can learn more about the project and what they're doing with restoring libraries across the country. In fact, I believe next year their focus is going to be on the actual Macmillan Library in town. But to see what they did with this, I just remember just asking, sure, like, do you go to bed feeling so good and so fulfilled and so like, oh, look at what I've done? And she was like, no, I'm just like thinking about the next project and where I'm going to get funding and who I need to convince to help me build this library or rebuild this library. It was a really special day. We also got to, Patricia and I also got to go into the archives and look at like old newspapers, and I actually found a newspaper that was published the actual day that my mother was born. And I'm feeling emotional. Just, why am I feeling emotional about this? But I do remember feeling emotional even on that day, just thinking like, it's like, it may not be significant to many people, but it's significant to me because that's when this woman who has been such a pillar in my life came into this world as a little baby. Like my mom as a baby, I always just want to hold her and take care of her and just like, oh, I don't know. But I just want to include clips from that day because it clearly means a lot to me, and I hope you don't mind me taking it back and sharing this moment with you because I love everything that Bookbunk is about. I treasure this space so much and what they've been able to bring to this community by reviving and just doing it up in the most unique and beautiful way. And also to just, I guess, encourage you that if you want in any way to support Bookbunk, I will try to reach out to them and see if like there's a link to either donations or even like supporting them in any one of their projects, showing up to any events. I believe there's a gala at the end of the year. I'll reach out to them and see what it is I can leave as a link below so that we can show up. Now, I'm not sure how long this is going to be, the whole clip situation, but we'll see. I'll see you after anyway. I'm just going to figure out this whole bone meal situation, and you're going to go on a trip back in time. Guys, nothing gets me. I mean, maybe some things, but like few things get me as excited as like being surrounded by books. And I get it. Isn't there, the term is sundoku. Not Sudoku the game, but sundoku, which is just like, you know, when people just buy books and they have a room filled with books and it doesn't even matter if they read them or not, but they're just surrounded by books. I get that. I'm about to show you the Eastlands. I think it's officially called the Macmillan Library Centre Eastlands. I'm not sure. Let me ask. Okay, I've come here so that I'm not in people's way. They're calling it Eastlands Library, but when I googled it, it had Macmillan in front of it, like on Google Maps, but it's at the Huduma Centre in Makadara. So literally, it's Huduma Centre is like that's the building right there. It's within the same compound, and you've got the library here. I'm about to show you. I probably won't talk too much, and you'll just see like stuff like me walking around. I'm here with Patricia too, and her brother as well, and we're being taken around. Shira and Wangeshi I think are here. I don't know, I'm not sure, but let's go see the library. It's so good.
Let
we're back to obsessing about newspapers. This time with Patricia. I found one from the 1920s. Actually, what newspaper is this? Variety. Habari, which has the English version and a Swahili translation.
Yeah.
Which one do you want me to say for you guys?
Let me hold for you now. And you can read. You can read for us in.
When the sun goes down. Also, jua linapokutwa. Kila jioni jua linapokutwa na kuzama nyuma ya milima. Hutua na moto wa hari lake lifanyalo mtana mzima kuwa moto sana. We're done.
It sounds like a song.
This is the English. This is a translation of what I've just said. Early every evening, the sun drops quickly over the hills and takes with it the warm sunshine, which has made the day so hot. Is that what I just said in Swahili, though?
No.
Okay, let me just.
It's like Google Translate.
So you've heard the English version, which we understand. Now in Swahili, kila jioni jua linapokutwa na kuzama nyuma ya milima, hutua na moto wa hari lake lifanyalo mtana mzima kuwa moto sana. I have no idea. What year is that?
This is February 1970. Kikomo cha mbio za sakafuni na ukingoni. Natapika. Lakini alilazimika kuamka kwenda kujibu kengele ya simu iliyokuwa inalia katika chumba cha mazungumzo cha nyumba yake. Je, waonaje David? Sauti iliyotoka kwenye simu iliuliza. Na David akiitambua kuwa ni ya Chief Paul alijibu,
mimi ni mgonjwa wa tumbo, linaniuma na pia natapika. Kwa hivyo kama kuna kazi siwezi chief.
So do you remember when I was like at the Macmillan Library and I was trying to find the year my mom was born? Well, first of all, I found it. We are, what is that? 25th March 1962, Mama, I see you.
Eggs thrown at Duke's car in Argentina too.
Yeah, throw them if you need to. Oh my gosh, world at a glance. In Brussels and London, 50 smallpox suspects arrived at London airport between January 16 and February 19. Middlesex County Council's Health Committee has reported. Wow. Look at the ads. Look. Look at the ads. Look at the ads. Oh my gosh.
Look at that high quality film.
Foam mattress just for cows.
Huh?
They're so comfortable and the milk yield goes higher. Hundreds of foam mattresses designed to give cows a good night's sleep are being produced every week at a factory in Port Glasgow.
Please read that again.
What?
Read that again.
Excuse me? Has your car got a mattress?
Read that again. Please, what's the ad?
Foam mattress. It's not an ad, it's a story. Foam mattresses just for cows. They're so comfortable and the milk yield goes higher. Hundreds of foam mattresses designed to give cows a good night's sleep are being produced every week at a factory in Port Glasgow. And then a little illustration, just in case you didn't know how a cow can sleep on a mattress.
Superfoam.
Because I distinguish it from before.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so interesting how like...
I kind of wanted to show you something.
It's okay, come.
This is like...
This is
like
switch it off, whatever. Yeah.
So remember, like we talked about some old photographs.
Yeah.
Some of them. About the glass it's like way before Kodak. So if you just like lift it up and place it in your
Right?
Yeah, you could kind of see.
Oh my gosh, can I hold it?
Yeah, sure.
See, I think you can tell by the car that it's kind of old.
It has to be 1920s or 30s because glass plate negatives are not in use after that. After 1948.
Oh my god, if you think about what's happening in the 20s. Welcome service.
Fine.
Why is it so much easier?
Oh my gosh, you'll just be blocking.
Oh, it's okay. Can you switch it off? I even forgot that I switch it off. I hope you enjoyed that flashback, because that was just a really meaningful day, and I'm so happy that I get to share it and it gets to live on my YouTube channel. But it is many hours later for me. I've done loads of admin work and just stuff sitting in front of my computer and just getting things out of the way. I have also done put the bone feed in all the plants except for my peace lily, which I watered yesterday, so it's too soon. Like, I'm gonna give it a few days and then do that. I also haven't put it in my little Birkin, but I just want to show you where she's now gonna live with her little sisters, and I'm just so happy. I'm so happy. I've actually, oh, that makes me just the happiest person. I might actually, the plants at the back there, those are actual flowers, and I might just do something about that. Just give myself some new flowers. What did I want to say? I wanted to say how I was messaging Matua to just say, like, look at me, I've got new plants, and like where we started back in April and now, and it's so different. I really do think when I first brought plants into my home, it was more about what it looked like. It was only about that. I just wanted things to look a certain way. That's why, despite having these like really pretty terracotta pots, even though that looks a little funny, that's what happens when you water it. And you know, it's just, despite having that, I was so keen on still getting these like baskets. You know, I didn't really, it was just aesthetics. Purely aesthetics. And I understand that plants bring that into your home, but it's more than that. And I get it, because I remember last year talking to Mutua and another friend of mine who are like, they're both really into plants, like on another level. And the way they described this whole plant care world and just like gardening world, to me, it felt like it kind of felt like what working out feels like to me. How it starts like you're trying to find your way, and oh my gosh, what workouts actually work? What do I actually want with this whole fitness lifestyle? And by the time you know it, it's such a part of your routine and your self-care, and you feel it adds to your life in such a rich way that's hard to explain. And I remember thinking last year, I think I want to build towards that with plant care. And oh, I'm actually just gonna kneel here, but or sit here. But I feel like I kind of feel like that's what I'm building towards slowly. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plants, but that's even a lot. What am I even talking about? And I'm like, I'm really, I get it. I absolutely get it. It's now 5 p.m. So I'm gonna sit with my gardening plant book there. See if I see any of these. I'll just scroll through and see if I see any of these plants. Although from what I've seen in that book, I don't know if it talks about certain plants specifically, or just generally, like, you know, if you're building a herbaceous border, or if you are trying to create a kitchen garden and things like that. I'm not sure, but we'll see. I'm also just gonna do some internet searches on how to care for my little Birkin. Oh, it's so beautiful. I mean, it's just, honestly, she's so beautiful. She's so beautiful, even with her little basket that's just like, you know, folded over so that it can fit. We're really lucky to live where we live and to have access to as many, like, just plants and things like that at an affordable price too. And I guess it depends on where you go. I love going to Plants Galore. I know it's not for everyone, and I know in the past I've heard people talk about how expensive it can be, but one, I like the experience. I much prefer going there and what it looks like and what it feels like than just stopping by the side of the road to kind of see if maybe they have the plants that you want. Two, I love that I can WhatsApp them at any point and be like, help, something's happening. and 3, like I trust that, like the potting mix that they used for this, I trust that they used the best, and yeah, I don't know. It works for me. It may not work for you, but it works for me. But if it doesn't work for you and there's someone that you like or prefer to go to, or somewhere cheaper that definitely hits the spot for you, then aren't we lucky? Aren't we lucky to be, you know, in a country where you don't have to pay an arm and a leg to get plants in your home. So anyway, I'm gonna say goodbye. Let's just say a little prayer for my little peace lily and hope that she just keeps growing strong. She is flowering, I will say that. So it's not bad, and she's giving me new leaves, but I just want more. I'm also gonna go and get new, where is it? There, at the back. Some new flowers there. I also think that this place needs height. We're gonna figure that out at some other point. But I'm gonna wash my makeup off. I'm gonna settle in. It is 5:20. And watch some YouTube videos as I read up on plants. Oh, what? Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you soon. Bye.